All right, let's dive right in. We're going to tackle one of the most common and, let's be honest, one of the most soul-crushing frustrations for any new creator. It's that feeling, right? You pour your heart into a video, you hit publish, and then nothing. Well, today, we're building the blueprint to fix that for good. It's the big question, isn't it? The one that probably keeps you up at night. You're doing everything you think you're supposed to. You're following the advice, you're using all the tools, but that view count is just stuck at 0. So what gives? What's the real difference between you and those channels that just seem to grow effortlessly? And this really just lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the new creator trying every single trick in the book and still no impressions. The channel just feels like it's lost out there in the void. And then you see these massive creators getting millions of views, and it looks like they're not even trying. And here's the key. YouTube already knows exactly who their audience is. And that right there is the secret. Their channels are trained. Think of it like a super smart assistant who knows their job inside and out. The YouTube algorithm doesn't have to guess who to show their videos to. But for a new channel, it's all guesswork. And let me tell you, when the algorithm has to guess, you lose. Every single time. Okay, so how do we fix this? Well, here's our game plan. First, we're going to dig into that 0 view frustration. Then, we get to the good stuff, the 5 critical upload signals you can start using today. We'll break those down into the things you do before you upload and the things you do in your content. And then we'll wrap it all up by talking about playing the long game for real sustainable growth. All right, first up, let's really get into the problem here. And this isn't just about, feeling bad about your view count. This is a real technical problem. It's about what happens when the most powerful recommendation engine on the planet has no clue what to do with your video. And here's the bottom line. If YouTube has to guess, it's going to make a few bad guesses. It'll show your video to the wrong people, they won't click, they won't watch, and then YouTube just gives up. It stops guessing, your impressions flatline, and your amazing video just dies. Our whole job here is to take the guesswork out of the equation. And this is how we're going to do it. Now look, this is not about gaming the system or stuffing a bunch of keywords where they don't belong. This is about sending 5 clear, consistent, and absolutely critical signals to the algorithm so it knows exactly who your perfect viewer is. So let's break down what those signals are. All right, here they are. Think of these as the 5 pillars of a perfectly trained video. First, you've got the title. Second, and this is one most people totally miss, is the file name of your video. Third, the text you put on your thumbnail. Fourth, what you actually say in the first 30 seconds. And finally, number 5, the description. Each one is a piece of data, and when all 5 of these line up, man, you create this powerful unified signal that the algorithm just can't ignore. Now, what's so cool about this is that the training process actually starts before you even open YouTube. The first 2 signals are what we call pre-upload signals. That's right, you're feeding the AI data before your video even hits their servers. Let's start with the title. For a new or growing channel, the formula is dead simple: curiosity plus clarity. You've got to hook a person's interest, of course, but you absolutely have to be crystal clear for the algorithm. Seriously, vagueness is your absolute worst enemy when you're starting out. Okay, check this out. It's a perfect example. A huge channel can get away with a title like "This Changes Everything" because YouTube already knows who their audience is. But for you, a title like "Email Marketing Mistakes That Are Costing You Sales" is way, way more powerful. It tells a person exactly what they're in for, and it gives the algorithm those juicy, specific keywords to work with. All right, signal number 2. This might be the easiest win you will ever get on YouTube. I'm not kidding. Before you upload anything, just find your video file. It's probably called something like finaledit_v2.mp4. All you do is rename it to match your keywords. So for our example, you'd rename it emailmarketingmistakes.mp4. The second you drag that file into YouTube, its AI sees that file name. That is literally your first handshake with the algorithm. Don't skip it. Okay, so you've sent those pre-upload signals, your first handshake was a success. Now it's time to double down and reinforce that message with the content itself. These next signals are all about confirming to the AI that your video is exactly what you promised it was. This is a big one, and honestly, a lot of creators still don't know this. The text on your thumbnail? It's not just for human eyeballs anymore. YouTube's AI now scans and reads the text in your thumbnails. So that text should obviously reinforce your title and include your keywords. It's another powerful layer of confirmation for the AI. Okay, now we're talking about the video itself. And those first 30 seconds, oh man, they are absolutely critical.
not just for keeping your audience hooked, but for training the algorithm. And you might ask why? Well, it's because YouTube isn't just watching your video, it's listening to every single word.
See, in those opening moments, YouTube is already creating a full transcript of what you're saying. So your job is to naturally weave in the keywords from your title. If your video is titled Email Marketing Mistakes, you should say something like, in this video, we're going to break down the biggest email marketing mistakes. Boom. You've just confirmed to the AI that everything matches up. The video is exactly what you said it was.
And last but not least, we've got the description. You know, the source material we're drawing from here puts it perfectly. You need to treat the first 2 sentences of your description as pure gold. That is your prime real estate, both for the human viewer who clicks show more and for the algorithm that's scanning for clues. So what's the trick here? It's all about balance. You want to write a compelling, human-readable summary of your video in those first couple of lines, but you also need to strategically and naturally include your main keywords. Remember, you're serving 2 masters here, the curious human and the data-hungry algorithm. You've got to serve them both. Okay, so now that you've got the 5 signals, I want to kind of zoom out for a second and talk about mindset. Because using these tactics is one thing, but understanding the philosophy behind them is what's going to create lasting growth. This is really about building a long-term asset, not just chasing a one-hit wonder. And this really lays out the 2 different paths you can take. You've got the viral creator. They're just on this endless treadmill, always chasing the next trend. Their videos might blow up, sure, but they're pretty much forgotten in 48 hours. Then you have the cash creator. They build assets. They create these well-optimized, super helpful videos that serve a specific person, and that one video can bring in views, leads, and yeah, even sales for years to come. And that brings us to the beautiful paradox of all of this. The absolute best way to win with the algorithm is to stop chasing it. Instead, you focus all your energy on serving your audience so well and so clearly that the algorithm has no choice but to find more of those exact people for you. Your clarity is your strategy. So I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about the next time you're about to hit publish. Are you just throwing another video out there and crossing your fingers? Or are you strategically placing another brick in the foundation of something that's built to last? The choice is yours.